Westport versus Crossmolina Deelrovers, and it's John Kennelly in the middle of the field. He Mayo referee last year, 2024. He checks his watch, he checks left, he checks right, he throws the ball in, and the ball is in, and the ball is broken. It's broken down to Crossmolina man. He gets his hand on it. A couple of heavy tackles by Westport. Westport have turned it over, and Westport are clearing the ball. A quick long ball cut out there by Dara Duffy in the middle of the field. He's done well. Back to Sean McGuinness. He'll slow it down and put on a thought process on it into Oisín Dean. Oisín takes a solo. A lot of balls going to go through him today. Back to Kobe in the middle. He's 14 on his back, but he seems to be out in the middle of the field. And Crossmolina just keeping ball at the moment, Michael.
Yeah, look, the conditions are going to dictate how the both teams play. Westport have the aid of a fairly strong breeze, and you can see how defensively they're set up already. So I think Crossmolina are doing the right thing here, trying to get early hands on ball and just kind of settle into the game a small bit. Dara Duffy again on the ball.
Yeah, it's a bad blustery evening here with a lovely summer, but it came down to the evening playing the game. And thanks to John Walker, myself and Michael Miles are in the commentary box, so we're not open to the elements, but we do know that Crossmolina is kicking into a fairly stiff breeze at this half. Now here's Dara Duffy. He's number 4 on his back, but he's in the middle of the field. He's pushing up high. Kobe's probing, head up, looking for that ball. Pitch is in good nick considering the heavy bit of rain we've had. Dylan Flynn, he's a great man to push off with one arm and keep the ball with the other. Out the far side of the field there's Dara Duffy again on the ball. Yeah, it looks like cutting inside there is Ethan Riley is on the ball. Back to Kane. A lot of interchanging, and really Kobe's trying to wind up that right kick to get the ball off, and it goes in there to a little bit of traffic. And a lot of recycling, but Westport have dispossessed, and now the space in the full back line is all Crossmolina up the field, and Westport moved this quick. There could be options.
Yeah, that's the quick break that Crossmolina have to be very, very cautious of. Like Ben Holmes at full forward, Sean Hogue is going to have his hands full, and it's that break that they have to be very, very careful of.
Here's Dawson. Dawson kicks a lovely ball in, taken well, and the space out this side of the field if the ball is released. We've a runner in Reynolds, but out there to number 12, Ethan McGing. Ethan has time, he's space, and he's a lovely right footed kicker straight over the bar, and that's the first score to Westport. It's 2 minutes into the game, and as you said, Michael, Crossmolina pushing up and a bit of space left behind.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to have to be cautious. I think they did everything right, but when you go into traffic and Westport turn you over, it looks like their game plan is to kick into the full forward line fairly fast, and like Crossmolina is just going to have to be patient with this breeze.
Kadetsky puts the ball down. He's under pressure kicking into this wind. He kicks on the far side of the field under the stand. Ball broken down to a Westport man. I'm not sure if that was touched on the ground, but it's a lucky free to Crossmolina. It's a solo on goal by Flynn. He gives a long loopy hand pass, and it's Crossmolina working it up under the stand. Out in front again is Riley. He's shown well for the ball early on this game. Kobe with the ball here. He's going to spray it wide here to Duffy, who's found lots of space and time, and he's a great man. He won't give away the ball into young Kane, Dylan Kane. He's bottled up, and there's 3 or 4 men. He does well to hold it on. I see Liam Clancy there starting at number 12 today, not normally in that place, and a few of the Crossmolina players are Ethan Riley too, playing a new position. And I suppose, Michael, it's good to keep Westport on the toes as these teams know each other so well over the years.
Yeah, as you said, like they've known each other so well and they've played each other, and Westport kind of had the upper hand, but you know, in fairness to Paddy, he's not afraid to mix and match things, and that's great for young players to be able to play in a few different positions.
Dylan Flynn taking the ball in, he gets pulled the jersey, and I think it's a free here to Crossmolina. I see Kobe coming out to take this free.
Yeah, look, isn't it great? The hands there inside again. The likes of Dylan Kane there and Ethan Riley. When ball is going in, it's sticking, which is great, and then they were recycling back out. So free here for Kobe. And to his right.
Takes his time, he kicks it, drop short, Duggan holds it, he wins it, does well, gives it out, but it's a long hand pass, flicked up lovely by Kobe. He flicks it up and he kicks it over the bar. It's a good score for Crossmolina considering the free just dropped short. Duggan had good hands, but it just ran awry there for Westport.
What a reaction from Kobe. If you look at that, that's one for the reels. It fell a small bit short, keeper, long hand pass out. Kobe flicked it up with his right foot into his hands and finished it with his left. Beautiful score.
Duggan, he's kicking with the aid of the breeze here in the first half. He surveys the land, kicks it long out the middle there, and it's broken down to Reynolds. Reynolds plays it in the middle there to O'Toole. O'Toole gets a lovely quick ball. It's a great tackle out in front there. Sean McGuinness and Ben Holmes, they're going to have a great tussle time. We're going to keep an eye on that one, Michael.
Yeah, and Sean Oak's going to have his hands full, so he needs his help from his results back, because that long ball seems to be how Westport are going. So far the pattern of the game is kind of opening up for us. It's Crossmolina, lots of hand passes, lots of through the hands up the field, where Westport are looking to go route one.
Yeah, and it's good retention for Crossmolina considering the conditions. Kobe up the middle, lovely spray of the ball outside the boot, goes in there and it's won well. And it's taken on there for another bit, and it's brought in a bit of tackle, and Kennelly says here, free, and that's the second free from a similar position. Lovely ball by Kobe over the far corner.
Beautiful ball from Kobe from right to left, and like Kevin Kennelly he's been fairly consistent in it. Like Westport have a lot of bodies back there, and the only problem with that is sometimes somebody can leave a hand in a lazy tackle, and Crossmolina are benefiting from it. So we're looking to hopefully convert this free and step up on the Westport kick out again.
And it's a similar position from the last time, and I think it's directly into the teeth of the breeze, so it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough kick, this. Lining up. No doubt. Yep.
And it's over the bar, and it's a score. It's 2 points to 1.
It's a good start from Crossmolina. William Duggan here in the Westport goal. You know, the minor keeper from this year is a sub-keeper, so his kick-out seems to be fairly good, and he's a big man too.
Dispossessed there by Oisin Dean. He gives it in there to Ethan Riley, who's been lively at staff. Kobe gets by. He takes a shot outside the boot. It's a two-pointer. It's an excellent two-pointer. It's just so high in the air there. We're just waiting for the orange flag. I knew it was a point, but I didn't know if it was a two-pointer or a one-pointer. So that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Kobe show. But people would say it's the Kobe show, but Michael, Crossmolina on top and all fast of the game there in positions.
Yeah, but his finishing is one thing, but his distribution, and he's setting up attacks as well and just getting involved. And Dylan Flynn has been instrumental in that too, where he's just probing and breaking up attacks. Darragh Duffy's been in an awful lot of balls. So collectively, Crossmolina are working very, very
well.
Yeah,
the Crossmolina players are really giving that platform to Kobe to get those 5 points. Now, Westport, they need to respond here. We're 4 points to 1. We're 6 minutes into the first half, and there's been a lot of action. And it's back here with Tom McGeough. I know he can go when he goes. There's the centre back there, Peter McGowan. He plays it out to Tom again. Tom kicks it out, bit lateral. Here's number 13, their go-to man, Rian Durkin. He's very deep. Pops a ball inside under the stand. Out there to O'Toole. O'Toole lines up a big one. An excellent block there by Dylan Flynn. 2 hands break down that ball, goes this side of the field. Oh, super ball in there to Dara Dawson. Dara lines up the right foot. Everything was right, but just the execution just came off. And Westport are trying their best, and it will come good. It's just that the bill of tackling and a lovely block there by Dylan Flynn.
Yeah, Crossmolina's scramble defence was very, very good there. Once the Westport got possession around the middle of the field, they all folded back. Very well coached, obviously, but that was great scramble defence by Crossmolina and pressure on every kick.
Godetsky, ball out under the stand again, hanging in the air, broken by the Westport man, but won by Crossmolina and won by Jack Heffernan, who drives out, wins the free, solos and goes. Jack gives it back to Sean. Sean sees Dara Duffy. Dara out this side to Liam Clancy. Liam keeps it in. Nice solo of the ball. He keep it simple. Tough ball to take there by Sean Heffernan. He takes it, steps inside, gives it back there to Ian O'Boyle, who's kind of holding back and letting Dara go a bit more. And it's worked up the middle there to Josh Miles. Back there to Oisin Dean. Oisin, lovely bit of interchange for Crossmolina, like a knife through butter, and a ball is kicked.
Yeah, you can just see the strength of the breeze there, just pretty miscued off the last shot. But great open play from Crossmolina and great close control just to keep that ball.
Ball worked up by Westport, and this man, he's Tom McGeough. We've seen him a few times. He kicks it in there to number 13, Rian. Rian kicks a lovely ball, and that's the sort of ball a full forward wants. And it's Ben Holmes. Ben takes it on. He's a left foot. Scoops it up and scoops it over the bar, and that's a lovely score by Westport.
Yeah, Ben Holmes is a classy player, isn't he? But you can see straight away Westport are looking from every time. They're looking to open up that full forward line and put ball in front of him. That was a great ball in. And Ben on left or right is very, very accurate. Yeah,
it was a ball in that Sean Luck had to play behind him, but it was a crossfield ball that put Ben Holmes in the best position to get a shot off.
Yeah, it's so hard to defend. Unless you have a sweeper sitting in front of that D, it's so hard to defend. And Crossmolina are actually doing very, very well defensively.
Godetsky.
Yeah, Crossmolina looks like an overload on that side.
The ball's out the far side of the field. It's broken, and it's really a scramble to get it. And it's a tackle there by Jack Heffernan in. Westport man, route 1. In, it looked like a push, Holmes has it. He catches it, he rounds Grodetsky, back to the net, and that was the ball we're talking about, Michael. A super goal by Westport. He gets them back in the game and actually gets them 1 point ahead. It's 1-2 to 4 points.
Very unlucky. That looks like a small little push in the back from here. That overload kick out again just didn't happen this time. We've won 2 out of the 3. Long speculative ball in, and like how calm was Ben Holmes there? Like normally at an 18-year-old at a county final, he just pulled the trigger straight away, took his time, went around the keeper and back to the net.
Ball out, Grodetsky out this time to Liam Clancy, but it drops short in the air and it's broken to Crossmolina into Kobe. Kobe puts the foot down, he straightens the line, advantage. He takes 4 or 5 steps, he's driving up the middle of the field, 5, 6, super stuff, and what a response by Crossmolina.
And that was essential for Crossmolina to have conceded that goal. They needed a reply straight away, they couldn't concede again. Just for the momentum of the game, and Kobe just took that by the scruff of the neck, took on the ball, ran straight through the middle and over with the right foot. Brilliant score for Crossmolina.
And it's a tie game. It's 1-2 to 5 points. Under the stand again, it's a quick kick out, it's broken, it looks like it might run out, but it's kept in there by Joe Loftus, bottled up. Westport have players there and it's a bit of a melee there to try to get the ball, and somehow it's...
Kevin's letting it go.
Yeah, he is letting it go. And now the linesman says Crossmolina ball, so Crossmolina somehow came out best in that. Quick ball there to dishes the ball inside, and it's where they're just a cue to have to go all the way around the house to get the ball back out again. They do. Out to Kobe. Kobe says I'll have a cut at it outside the boot, and the ball goes right and wide.
Yeah, you can't blame him for that shot. It was a bit outside, but like the scores that he's got against that breeze.
Yeah, confidence is high. Yeah. Duggan, quick kick out. Will it catch Crossmolina out? The ball is placed out in the middle of the field and it's broken down to a Westport man. He's done well. He steps inside. Lovely work there. And he gives it quickly. And if they can kick this ball in, there could be danger. He takes a solo. He's looking there for O'Toole. O'Toole tries to get the shot off and he's half blocked and pushed over, and Kennelly says free.
Josh Moyes came in just a small bit late. You can see what
it was more momentum that got it than anything else.
Yeah, just left a late hand in. The Westport man went down fairly easily. Like Josh had to get there. He was winding up for a shot anyway. Look, and again with these conditions, you take your chance with the free kick that he may miss it. Crossmolina started very well against that breeze now and collectively playing very well.
Green Durkin with the free. 18 minutes in, he kicks it up and he kicks it wide.
There we go. Like if Josh had let him go that time, you never know, he might have got the shot off and that might have been a point. And they're the small little things that can win you a county final.
And Crossmolina started well. Westport with that goal have got them back into the game, and it's really a tie game at the moment. It's 1-2 to 5 points. We're 12-13 minutes into this first half. Grodetsky came out this side. Yeah, he's probing, and you can't blame him. It's a tough breeze. He's a work cut out.
It's a lonely place to be in goal now against that breeze.
Kicks it out. It hangs in the air under the stand. Oh, super catch. And thought it might be a free there. It was, yeah, one cleanly there into Usheen Dean. He gives the ball there out this side to Dara, who finds himself so high up the field, and his man has brought him up as well, and into Liam Clancy, and Liam will keep it simple, and back to Kobe. Kobe head up all the time, pop ball in, and nearly came off, but Westport had too many players back there.
Yeah, look, if that came off, or just a tournament was over the bar, and you have to do those things. You have to probe Westport to keep them honest sometimes to let long.
This is where Westport is dangerous. They kick the ball in. Great tackling there by Sean Heffernan. Didn't give him an inch. And he's bottled up and he has to throw it back, and Durkin, the danger man, doesn't get out to 8. Number Michael McDonald, high ball in. This is where Crossmolina under the pressure, but this time Sean Og gets the break. It's pulled on. Grodetsky goes down, shot by Westport. Whoa, all the way wide. And it's danger, Michael.
Oh, that was so lucky. As in, he had just had to place that ball and he went for power and he kicked it wide. We had a few chances to maybe clear the ball and it just kind of spilled. It's that ground that's wet, it's hard to pick the ball up. I think it was Ben Holmes that came on the end of it. He tried to soccer style it in. Gordon came over, great save, and then I don't know who came on the end of it there for Westport.
Yeah, and pulled it wide, but it's danger for Crossmolina with that high ball.
Long ball all the time, and Sean
because there's space.
Yeah, Sean Oak needs protection from his.
He needs a bit of protection back there. But anyways, Grodetsky kicks the ball out under the stand again.
Inside, overload.
Ball broken. Westport player gets his hands on it. Great through ball in there to number 8, but it runs it past him, and Liam Clancy does well to get the body in between him and the ball, and
so brave
free to Kennelly, and out there to Josh Miles, and Josh will always take it on. Gives the ball there to Kobe. Kobe collects it. He's 3 players in front of him, but does the wise thing and gives it off there and gets it back again. He's in the halfway line. He'll steady the ship, and Crossmolina can build again.
Yeah, it's interesting to see, like, they're playing a 2-man from forward line Westport, and it's just that protection for Sean Oak when those long balls are coming in.
Clancy on the ball, left foot solo, bounce, head up. Ball. The game's just slowed down a touching because it was razzmatazz for a while, and just the players catch their breath. Back there to Dylan Flynn. He's going to inject a bit of pace into it. He takes on his man, brushes off him, throws a ball out. There's Liam Clancy on the ball, left foot solo, back out to Kane. Dylan looks for the hand pass. This is Riley. Riley back to Kane. There's an option here if he can get this shot off. He gets a left foot shot, but it just dropped short. It was the right option. It was well worked. Duggan wins it. Now Westport can build. Crossmolina tried to put up a high press. Not the easiest thing to do. Westport to the middle. They're out to Dara Corrigan. Dara. Ball runs loose. Dara Duffy gets a little toe poke in. He turns over the ball, and Dara's had a good game there.
Yeah, no, he's playing very well. He's finding himself out around the middle, but he's getting involved in an awful lot of the play.
And everything is positive. He's not giving anything away. Now, Kobe to Liam Clancy. Liam has also seen a lot of ball at the moment. And the main thing is Crossmolina keep this ball. Back there to Josh Miles. Josh throws the goose step, but O'Toole isn't buying it. Back to Kobe.
Yeah, playing well, coming around the arc. They're trying to get their shooters on the ball all the time.
Back to Josh. Josh tries to get it back to Oisin Dean. He's still going through traffic. Somehow he still has it. He gets the left foot shot. It's blocked. Right foot shot there. Up and to the left and wide.
What a turn by Josh Miles.
Yeah, Josh did awful well. Tried to get the shot off. There was just too many Westport bodies.
Yeah, but like how hit the free that he gave away on the far side was very soft, I thought, where I thought he was fouled there twice and didn't get a free vert. Like, so look, it's brilliant interplay by Crossmolina. They're trying to get the shooters on the ball and they're working really well.
Duggan, short kick out to Tom McGill. Tom throws it back to the centre back there, Peter McGowan. McGowan out to Keane Sheridan. Westport over Reynolds. Reynolds is dangerous. He can go down the field. He's still going. He's going to kick it, but it was covered. And here's Dawson. Dawson gives it out this side of the field here to Ethan McGing, who has a point to his name. He steps inside and there's open road in front of him. Making it back is Josh Miles. Out to the middle there. Oh, it's a lovely shot there by O'Toole. Elmer O'Toole, and I tell you, it was outside the boot, Michael, down the centre of the field, and it was a great score.
Yeah, but Kobe and Josh were on his foot. They're getting nothing easy, and that's all you can ask from the Crossmolina lads playing against that breeze, that they make Westport work for every score they can. Westport very, very good on their approach play, and that was some finish.
And Westport are 1-3 to 5 points, so they're up by 1 point, Michael. So Crossmolina with all the possession. Westport are just doing well on the breaks to keep themselves 1 point ahead with that breeze. Maybe some say it should be more going into half time, but we'll see how the rest of the half goes. Broken to Westport man, played inside there to Killian Conway. Killian throws it out here to Reen Durkin. Reen going down the ball, and he's fouled, and Kennelly says he can't do that, and this is a nice free that Westport have.
No, absolutely, that was, we didn't need to go in that hard on him. Again, the overload kick out on the left hand side of the pitch, the keeper's left, and Westport are kind of copping on to it now, and they're shuffling men over, and they've won the last 2 or 3 breaks off that.
Durkin gets it. That's a free for Reen Durkin. He sharpshooted there. He gets it, and now it's 2 points advantage to Westport. 1-4 to 5 points.
Yeah, just need to get our hands on ball around the middle again. Gord might have to try and change his kick out a small bit, but like, he's doing very, very well in the conditions so far.
Koretsky. Yeah. This side of the field. Runs over, and the wind pulls it out and drags it over the sideline. And it's a sideline ball to Westport.
Yeah, and like, he'd be disappointed with that, but even with that, at least he's making Westport guess about where the next kick out is going, because it keeps going to the left hand side. They were just pushing bodies over, so it was important for him to change it up.
Reen outside the boot, lovely pop pass, good take there by the number 15 Killian Conway. Oh, back to McDonald. McDonald has a shot. Oh, great save there, broken down. And they're the dangerous ones with that wind that breaks down. Ball given there to Kobe. Kobe was straight in the line, will he? He takes a solo and he lets our Crossmolina players filter up the field. Back there to Sean Heffernan. Sean gives out the far side here. He has it again. Ball played in Dylan. Dylan puts the shoulder down, takes on his man.
So strong,
It looks like it's free, and it is a free, and it was all Dylan Flynn who initiated that and enticed the free.
Well, that's what we're Crossmolina need to do. We need to, not necessarily down the middle because they've lots of bodies, but at least he's engaging 4 or 5 players there, and then when he can reverse past that, we have players free, and the likes of Ethan Riley and Dylan Kane are really coming on to ball. Liam Clancy then coming on late and trying to get the scores on. This is a difficult free now for Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe's on the ground here. He's kicking to teeth that breeze. I'm guessing he's 42, 45 yards out. He kicks the ball low and hard. Good connection, but drives it to left and wide. And he had to keep it low against that breeze. Duggan runs out with the ball. He's quick. He's it down. I'd say one thing to him for a big man, he gets the ball out quick. He kicks a huge kick down the middle. Broken Dara's ball all day. He tried to gesture for the mark, but he wasn't giving it, so he drives on. Kicks the ball out of the far side field. Lovely ball. That's Kane. Josh, is it?
No, Josh was off him.
Sorry, no, it was Oshindeen who won it. Sorry, Ethan Riley. It's interchange all over the place. Kobe comes round the outside. He's a right-footed kick.
Oh, just screwed away with that.
And just with the breeze and went to the wide. So it was great interchange play there, but Kobe kicks to the left and wide, and it was a great catch by Dara Duffy.
No apologies, Oisin won at that time, but he had Josh just off his shoulder. That's what I was kind of saying. But again, a good interplay with Crossmolina. Kobe unlucky that the breeze just caught it. It was his right foot coming off the right side. But again, a big long kick out coming here, I'd say.
Duggan, far side of the field, where all the action is. It's broken there to Miles, to Joe Loftus. He throws it back to Clancy. Out this side to Dara. Dara gets the ball. He's keeping it simple at the moment now. No point rushing it with this breeze. They might put the foot down in the second half, but as well take this thing out of Westport.
Your hand up there, it's like a signal, it's like a pre-rehearsed move here. Slowing it down, trying to draw Westport out a small bit.
Yeah, Dylan has the hand up again, so hopefully the Crossmolina players will register what move that is. It's given there to Aino Boyle, who drives into, for a young lad, he's well strong enough to be playing at this level. He drives into the Westport players and retains the ball. Kobe, little side like a sniper up there, the far side of the field. He's 3 men, he gives a lovely hand pass in there. He attempted fist over the bar. And it's a great score there for Crossmolina by Ethan Riley.
Brilliant backdoor cut there again, and Kobe taking on 2 or 3 players. Great pace and power. Ball in over the top, backdoor cut, fisted over the bar. Very, very smart against that breeze.
Yeah, immaculate finish with a hand pass from that angle, coming in at that tightness against that breeze. And Duggan now, he gives the low ball, but it looks like it's going to be cut out. And it is. Oh, harsh.
Yeah. It's the first time he's miscued the ball, but great step up by Crossmolina.
Solo on goal there. Tom is off on his bike. And Westport there in the middle of the field. He dishes it out this side of the field here to Reynolds. Reynolds gives a low ball to Dawson. Dawson will have to head up. Checks inside. Crossmolina need to just push up now and close that down. The Tom comes up the far side of the field there to Dara Corrigan. Dara plays it inside. Back out. Shot from Westport. And wide by Westport. And they're well to take it on. It's in the scoring zone with that breeze.
Yeah, but that's brilliant from Crossmolina. The more they can make Westport shoot outside those zones, not give them easy 2-pointers, but let them take those kind of 50-50 chances, the better, because that just saps the energy out of a team. You know, you have the breeze behind you and you're kicking wides, and the frustration can kind of come in there.
Gronetsky surveys the land. He's his work cut out in this first half. He's looking for a short, and that's just made it to Sean Heffernan, and could be an attempted touch on the ground, but he gets away with it, and we won't say anything. Clancy gets the ball, gives it to Kobe, and that was touch and go there from Gronetsky. But in fairness, like you said, Michael, he's not doing the same thing. He's trying to change it.
Yeah, no, and Sean was on. It was just one of those kicks that's on the edge of the arc, and you just have to be careful now. He did very, very well to hold off his man and retain possession.
Dean into the middle there to Flynn. Flynn again, he's always going through the motions there, but this time he gets bottled up. The referee says no, you took it into traffic, gives it to Reynolds. Reynolds out this side of the field here to Ethan McGinn. And they work up the field there to Reynolds. Reynolds plays it inside there to Ben Holmes. Holmes kicks it route 1. Oh, it's dangerous. And the ball is broken to Gronetsky. I don't know if it bounced off him, but anyways, it got out to the Crossmolina player, and they're working it up the field there to Josh Moyles. Josh gives it here to Oisin Dean, who is his own standards, been a bit quiet. He's always an interchange man, but we'll see more from him in the second half, I'd say. And Kobe's on the ball now, toe to hand. And I think they've weathered the storm. We're on a scoreline there of 1-4 to 6 points. There's only 1 point in it, and for all that breeze, Westport are only 1 point ahead.
Yeah, and both teams look very dangerous when they're attacking. Gordon's got 2 big saves there from long ball in.
Riley on the ball, takes it out in front and right for the kick on the bar. That's what I was saying, Ethan. I've done a few matches this year across the line, and I haven't noticed him in the corner forward before, but he's on ball and he's looking sharp in there.
Yeah, look, I've been following him playing a bit of soccer, but his feet is very good. The movement from Seventh Hill and Kane inside is excellent. And they're lively there, and they're not afraid to take on shots, which is great to see.
Ball out down the middle. This time it's a malfunction on the kick out, and it's to Kobe. Kobe gives it in there to Luke Williams. Luke dishes it off to Dean. Dean steps inside and kicks it over the bar. And I was just saying he's been quiet, but
He must have heard you.
he comes into the game with a perfect score, and somehow Crossmolina leapfrog Westport. It's 8 points to 1-4 in 26 minutes. There's only 4 minutes left in this first half, and not much in it. Both teams testing each other out, and these teams know each other so well over the years that it's like a chess game on the sideline.
Yeah, you can see this one going, he didn't go long. I thought he was going to go long with that one, because the last 2 he's gone short, haven't worked out. But they needed to retain possession there, Westport. But Crossmolina have done really well on the Westport kick-out.
Crossmolina with a high push. Dean alleged to foul the ball, and it's played quickly there to the centre back. McGowan plays out this side, but it's intercepted by Josh. Josh does a little bounce, takes on his man, kicks a lovely ball inside, and there's space and time here, and he cuts inside, and he's going to fist over the bar, and that's Oisin Dean again, Michael. And I was just saying that he was quiet, and that he just, when he gets on a ball like that, he weaves in and out and he can't be caught.
And look, at credit to their coaching team as well. That's the second fist of point, and that just shows that bit of composure for young players when they're through against that breeze to be able to fist the ball over. It's the best option in that regard.
And a lovely ball in from Josh Moyles, who's working his socks off in the middle of the field. There's a little scoop up there by Crossmolina. Ball given in there again to Moyles. Moyles gives it out to Kobe. Kobe might have a go at this. He kicks it in, or kicks it to the left and wide.
45, is it?
I totally got a hand to it, but it's to the left and wide. And Crossmolina on top on the Westport kickouts. Duggan is getting 1 or 2 short here to the cornerback Tom McGowan, but they're not really making inroads. And we're our score of 9 points to 1-4. And we've 3 minutes left in this half.
Yeah, it's just important, like the likes of Kobe there. I know the shot can go over the bar, but it has to go dead, because they're getting loads of, as you say, loads off the Westport kick out. So continue to make them kick the ball out, continue to press.
Ball kicked, and it's won this time by Ben Holmes, who's came out and collected the ball on the kick out. He plays inside to Dawson. They look like they've done a bit of an interchange there. Ball back to Holmes. Holmes at a dead end here. He needs to get this out, but that's a lovely tackle, and he's getting nothing soft there at all by Heffernan. And the ball is played out over the sideline. It's a Westport free.
Credit to Sean Heffernan.
Westport
there.
ball, sorry, sideline ball. Yeah, he was just giving a man too much time. Back out there to number 8. McDonald gets a free, but it's broken inside there, and it's a lovely kick over the bar by Killian Conway. Now, it was that ball that broke, and he was sharp. Conway was sharp, good feet work, and he kicks it over the bar, and it's 9 points to 8.
Yeah, we loads of bodies around between the 45 and the 30, but just left it an isolated 1-on-1 inside. They're living off scraps, Westport, but doing very well with it, to be fair. Again, Sean Heffernan loved that tackle earlier on, like just a really tenacious tackle, and not letting Ben Holmes away with anything.
Yeah, what didn't let him think, because he was no danger, but he just put a bit of pressure on him and got him thinking quickly. Ball, far side of the field, and that's where all the action is, but Kennelly sees there's a push on the back on Kobe, and ball flicked up here, and he's taking it 5 yards in front of her. Yeah, Kennelly says get back to where it happened. Dara Duffy is free, gives a quick pop pass to him, and Dara will probably give it back, and he does. And Kobe's the playmaker here. He steps inside. Good running there by Ian O'Boyle, who's showing a fresh pair of legs at the end of this first half. Tried to give a little side football into Kane, but it's intercepted. Won there well by Crossmolina, and Ethan Riley gets on the ball back to Kobe, and Crossmolina might just see out this half now.
It's great to see Ian O'Boyle come on with that kind of strike run, that little bit of pace to break the line. But yeah, Crossmolina should just really try to hold on to possession here and try and see out the half.
O'Boyle, ball. Everyone seems confident on the ball. No one's panicking. Far side of the field by Dean. Dean gives it back there to Dylan Flynn, who gives it to Kobe, and Kobe slides his way like a skier up the far side of the field. He's 21 yards out against under the stand and has a pop out of nowhere, but the ball goes to the left and wide.
Yeah, crowd going a small bit crazy over the far side. I presume it's the Westport crowd. It was Dylan that had a screen there, one of the Westport players. Look, it's part of the game. Like, it's, in basketball, he didn't go in and he didn't do anything dirty. He screened the player. I think it was Ushin that came on the loop then. The Westport crowd not too happy with the referee with that one.
I think there's
hold up and play now.
Hold up and play here now. And just going back to the conditions, Michael, we had a lovely summer. The weather was amazing, and it's just turned, and it's unfortunate that this particular game that everyone was looking so forward to is played under conditions like this.
Yeah, but I suppose for these young players, that's the education. You know, unfortunately where we live, you're going to have to play in days like this. And like for some of those Crossmolina players that played against Garrymore a couple of weeks ago, you know, we're using a lot of long ball where you see they might have learned the lessons today. A lot's going through the hands. They're a bit more composed on the ball. So look, they're learning all the time, and look, two footballing teams are trying to do the best in the conditions.
Ball out by Doug in the middle of the field. It's a great take there by Holmes, by McDonald, who kicks his route one. The ball has somehow found its way there to O'Toole. O'Toole gives it back to Darren Reynolds, and Reynolds has a lovely shot over on the bar. Darren Reynolds with a lovely point, number 7, wing back for Westport, and that was a lovely sweeping move. It's 9 points to 1-6. It's a tie game, Michael.
Yeah, the Westport seem to be interchanging O'Toole, Dawson and Ben Holmes between midfield, centre forward and full forward, and it seems to be paying dividends for them. It's very hard to mark. 3 of them are big men.
3 of them big men.
Yeah.
They're all kick out options.
Yeah.
And they're getting a bit of change off their own kickouts. Out this side of the field, Clancy jumps up. He breaks it to himself. Ball is on the ground. He does a good pick up. Get the retention. This ball, he bosses up. And it's tough now. It's a tough call. Oh, quick solo and goal by Westport there by O'Toole. O'Toole drives on. He looks like he's half across the line after him. He takes it out and he kicks it back there to number 11, Dawson. Dawson has a crack at it and goes to the right and wide, and it was a tough call on Clancy there.
It was a tough call on Liam. Yeah, he got up very
and he blows the half-time whistle, and we're 31 minutes after, and the game ends as it starts on a tie game of 9 points to 1-6. Kobe for the throw, and Dylan Flynn hurtling in here from the sideline, and the ball is broken and a Westport player has it, and a great pick up, and he's under a bit of pressure and he's bottled up by Crossmolina, and somehow he gets it back to Reynolds, who's a left foot kick out the far side. Working up the wing, and it's kicked long like the first half by Westport. It's over Holmes' hands, and it's out in front there is Sean Old McGuinness, and he's done well. And he gives it back there to Crossmolina, who's going to build, and it's a little wayward pass there by Crossmolina, but I think they have it in play. They have, and it's worked up the middle of the field here, and it's back in the hands of Kobe. He takes a solo and fists it out, and I think that's Oisin Dean on the ball there, and he'll set up for an attack. Out there to Dara Duffy, who'll find himself in the middle of the field again. And Michael, we've a couple of rain elements coming in now. We're sheltered, but the boys are down the rain.
Yeah, and both teams seem to be playing similarly. Like Westport went for that long ball again, and unfortunately for them that flick didn't work out, but Crossmolina again going through the hands. Great piece of play there.
Oh, it's great to go Ethan Ryan. He just comes in, loops in, straightens the line, he kicks it over the bar. As I mentioned before, a couple of Crossmolina players in positions that we wouldn't normally be used to them, but well able and well capable.
Yeah, but what you're seeing is like Crossmolina are working their shooters all the time. You don't see lads like, if you take for instance Liam Clancy there on the wing, he's working to get the ball into the shooters all the time. You don't see him taking shots, and it's the likes of Ethan Riley and Cody and these lads that are getting on the end of it.
Ball broken there to Josh Miles, and he gets pulled and dragged and fouled, and Kobe picks up the ball and he says, I'll take it, and he's a good bit out now. He's 45 yards out. Gives a quick pop pass back to Dylan.
Westport crowd roaring that it wasn't 14, but like it'd be very harsh on the referee to pull that.
Throws it out there to Oisin Dean, Oisin back to Josh Miles, back to Dara Duffy, and a similar pattern, Michael, with Westport holding a D and Crossmolina working around.
Yeah, and I think Crossmolina are right to do that. Like, it worked for them in the first half against the Breeze. They're a footballing team, they like to play through the line, so they shouldn't change that.
Ball intercepted there, that through ball by Westport, and it's worked up the wing there, and it looks like he ran out of road, and Crossmolina players put a bit of pressure out on him. The ball is popped in, pulled to the ground, and it's a free by Kennelly, and flicked up and a lovely solo and goal, but he didn't. He sold it, but he didn't receive the solo back. Should that not be play on?
The solo just went a bit screwed. It just kind of the solo didn't work out. Kevin pulled it back, saying he couldn't take the solo and go. But look, that's fortuitous for Crossmolina. Kobe has a chance now to put this down, and with that breeze, you wouldn't bet against him here. It's a good 45 metres just inside the stand side, and Kevin is blowing just to push him on.
Ball kicked in. And it's a goal, it's in the back of the net. Somehow it's found itself in the back of the net. And it was a ball and there wasn't much in it and it was floating in and the goalkeeper just lost it in that wind and kicked right in the net, and it's a goal to Kobe and it's a goal to Crossmolina.
And look, they're the things that can swing you a county final, you know, just that bit of luck. A great strike by Kobe, went underneath the post.
Yeah, I was certain it was going over the bar. I think everyone was just seeing it going over the bar, but somehow it dropped under the bar. And the score is 1-10 to 1-6 and Crossmolina found themselves in a 4-point lead. Ball kicked out under Joe Loftus. He waits down, but the ball is broken. In there to Dylan Flynn. Westport man is on the ball. He's bottled up, and it's tough on him there. He didn't get a free with the frees that were going. A lot of harassing and tackling here. He's done well, Josh Moyes, to win that ball. Gives it back to Ian O'Boyle there. Cuts inside and solo and goal. Kobe has the ball now and he's looking for a runner, and it's up the wing and the wind is coming, the rain is coming down here, and Oisin Dean settle it down. He swings his body around the arc and throws it in the middle here to Duffy, back to Dean, out the far side to Clancy. He steps inside there to gives it back out here to Dean, and Dean looks like a bit of a playmaker on the outside of this deal, like a quarterback, Michael.
Yeah, look at them, they're retaining possession again, they're not panicking, they're in control here. Great start by Crossmolina, and they just want to add points.
Flynn winds up for a big one, he drops it up and it's over the bar. It's a great score, and that was outside the 40-yard arc. That's a 2-pointer. Dylan Flynn with an excellent kick. He kind of put it up there and let the breeze do the work, Michael.
Yeah, he has on his locker. What a lovely style of a kick as well that he has. You know, with that breeze there, he didn't have to over kick it or anything. He just put it up on the breeze and let the breeze do the rest.
It's all Crossmolina in this second half. They've come out of the dressing room gunning. Darragh Duffy wins the break. He drives up the middle of the field. He throws it back there to our centre back in the former Sean Heffernan. Again, Dean on the ball. He's a go-to man. He seems to be a magnet for the ball in the start of this second half. Gives it in here to the middle here, which is probably to Josh Moyes. Josh kicks the through ball in. That's a nice ball. Well spotted out here to Joe Loftus. Joe wouldn't normally be kicking points like this, and it lands over the bar. And he punches the air, and it's a bit like Paddy Mack in your day coming up kicking points, Michael.
Yeah. Look at Oisin Dean again. You mentioned him in the first half. He's like he's conducting the orchestra there into Josh Moyes. Great ball in and what a finish.
And we're 16 points to 9 points, but somehow in such a tight game, Crossmolina go 7 up. What is it, Michael?
Just retaining possession, making the right choices and making the right decisions at the right time, and their finishing has been outrageous.
Yeah, I suppose under the conditions of the rain and the wind, the handling has been brilliant. Nothing has gone awry in this half for Crossmolina. Ball kicked out, it's held in the wind, it's broken there by by Sean Heffernan, who breaks the ball, but somehow it's found its way there to a Westport man who wiggles his way around it. There's pulling and dragging, and it's going to be a free, and it is a free, and it's a solo and goal. Westport are saying here, we're none of this more Crossmolina action. They're out in front. Great win there by Holmes. Holmes, you don't know if it's left foot or right foot. He gives it back there to Reen. Reen takes around the arc, and he kicks a super score, and that's a good reply from Westport.
And they needed that to settle things down. And again, there's nothing easy around the middle. There's no really easy frees going there. So yeah, the ball's kicked out of contest all the time. You have to be brave. You have to get down the ball. Westport got out, broke the line, and a great finish at the end.
Yeah, and Holmes is a good focal point there for that ball.
He's a serious player now, in fairness, and like Sean Oak's doing very, very well on him, but they're looking for him all the time.
Yeah, and scored there by Reen Durkin, who's doing well. I think that's his 3rd point this game. Ball broken out this side of the field. The break is won by Josh Moyes. He interchanges it to the middle, up to Oisin Dean again, solo. He's a bit reminding me of Paulie Clifford in the All-Ireland final. Into Joe Loftus, got a little punch over the top, and there's time here for Williams. He's looking there for that kick. Might get bottled up here. Dean, he's going to keep it simple, and he plays it back out here to Duffy. I can't figure out where this man is playing. He's all over the place. He's all over the field today. He's 4 on his back, but he's everywhere. Out to Clancy. Clancy winds up for a big one, but steps inside, retains possession, as Michael says. Oh, lovely little step and go by Dean. Dean pops it up. Oh, just a little drop in connection, and Duggan does well. He does a little fancy solo, which was a half a kick, but he retains the ball. And Crossmolina are pushing up on Westport now, and they're finding it hard to get out of their own half. The wind has picked up a touch, and it's Westport playing into that breeze, and they're going to find out how difficult it is to get the ball in the other end of the field. A long kick in, dangerous ball into the full forward there. It's broken, and it runs over by Holmes, and he just slides at the wrong time. The opportunity just seems to go for Westport. He does well in retaining the ball back out to Reynolds. Reynolds steps inside. They're an awful long way out for a kick, Michael.
Yeah, Sean Hogue did so well there, because Ben Holmes had him turned initially, and he kind of half slipped, and Sean Hogue got back in around, and like the minute the ball went out towards the wing, Sean Hogue was on him like a terrier. Great defensive work by him, like, because he was isolated.
Back out there to Jack O'Malley, who's trying to get something going for Westport here, and Crossmolina's players back, but it's dished out here, out there to the centre back there in the form of McGowan. McGowan gives it back here to Reynolds. Reynolds had a good first half out here, and it's going to recycle it again. And Crossmolina, just to recap, they're 6 points up, and we are 8 minutes into the second half. McGowan kicks the ball in there to number 19 that's came on. He plays it in there to the corner back. Crossmolina not giving an inch in that corner. Westport working for everything. Back out there to number 6 McGowan, who gives it back out to Reen. Good defending, staying on his right boot. What a through ball. I don't know how he picked that one out, and it's kicked up and it's kicked over the bar there by number 5 Darragh Corrigan, and it was that through ball there by Reen Durkin.
Yeah, playing through the lines, and they were just looking for that little bit of daylight. Crossmolina defensively are so well set up, but you're always going to get that kind of little late run. What a through ball, and a great finish at the end of it against that strong breeze with his right foot.
Yeah, and the subs that came on for Westport, they need to adapt to the conditions and adapt to the game, and the score now is 113 to 1-8. 65 points. Ball out this side of the field, broken down, and it's waiting there, and it's a hand in, and it breaks again there to the Westport man. MacDonald is pushed out over the sideline. It's a free. Crossmolina saying he went out, pushed out, and it was just a lapse in concentration there. Short 10-yard pass, and it just goes awry.
And you can see the conditions there playing its part. You know, normally straightforward free kick, the breeze catches and brings it out over the sideline.
In the build of Dylan Flynn. Dylan gives it back here to Kobe. Kobe solos the ball, and he checks inside, head up, route one, kicks it into the corner. Oh, lovely little body there. Kane pushes his man aside. Lovely little flick up. He's in, left foot. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! You saw every bit of skill there, pushing off your man with the hips, flicking up with the right foot and placing it in the corner with your left foot.
Like, you can say fortuitous, it was a great ball in that the Westport back lost it. What Dylan Kane did after that. That flick up, that little shimmy, and that finish.
And no panicking. Roll it into the corner. Duggan had no hope. Yeah. So the ball kicked out, and I tell you, it's all Crossmolina. The score is 213 to 1-8, and Westport are just feeling the heat and feeling that breeze on their faces. Dean releases Flynn. Flynn is up the middle. He's a left foot here, and he kicks it up, and he kicks it to the left and wide. And Michael, it's one of those where he had nearly too much time.
I was just going to say the same thing when he found himself inside. Again, used his left foot this time. You know, if he's a small bit further out, that curls in around the post. But look, at great movement again, found himself in behind the line. And like Crossmolina, just have to keep hammering the hammer now. Like, you know, they're on top. Don't let Westport back into this game. Another score takes 2 to beat.
8 points is a huge lead in a night like this and a game like this, but we do know the quality of this Westport side, and we do know that they're not going to go away.
Absolutely, it's about game management now and trying to make sure they keep doing what they're doing and not let Westport in.
Westport are in here now in the full back line in the form of Holmes. Holmes rounds the house, he's looking for a kicker. Step inside there by the 15 Killeen Conway, but he kicks it to right and wide, and it was an opportunity, and again Holmes is the focal man. The ball was quality in, and just needed a kicker to finish that off. And just to clarify now, we're 8 points up, we're 12 minutes into the second half, and Westport have it all to do.
Yeah, and the breeze coming down, scramble defence there, brilliant by Crossmolina. So when Ben is getting the ball now, he's looking to turn inside Sean Hogue all the time, but Crossmolina are folding back in behind that, so he's no goal chances there. It's great scramble defence. Westport have to go back outside, and they're taking those pot shots from 20-30 yards.
Yeah, you'd have to say that Crossmolina is in the driving seat even with that breeze. Westport win the breakout. and the ball is worked up under the stand. It looks like a heavy tackle going in. There's advantage being played, and there's a free here to Westport, and this is a good opportunity for them just to get back into the game and get a foothold into the game that seems to have swept them off their feet.
Yeah, as you say, stop the rot. You know what I mean? That Crossmolina just seemed to be scoring at will there. Apart from Dylan Flynn's last miss, like Crossmolina, just every time they attack, they seem to get a score. Westport are struggling to get up the field, so this could be a nice little settler for them, although a very difficult
for you. And we saw Kobe miss one or two here now. It's Dawson stepping up for this free, and like the last time, he's kicking into the teeth of the breeze, and nothing's a gimme here.
No, especially against that breeze. And you can see he's kind of picked up. You can see the rain pelting against the players. So it will be a difficult one. He's taking his time over. Will he go short?
Well, Westport, we know they're a good team. We know that they're not going to give up this game, but they really do need to get back on the scoreboard. Dawson lines it up. Nice little style. He kicks it with the right boot, and he kicks it over the bar, and that is a quality score, Michael, considering the frees that were missed into that in the first half by Crossmolina.
Yeah, and the quality of the free taker that Kobe is, like the breeze is picking up and dying, but it is a difficult conditions to kick that ball into. So like that's a great score, and that should settle Westport. Again, we're looking at the contest around the middle that's going to dictate this game.
And everything is going to be in the middle. There's not going to be too many short kickouts in this half because of the wind and because of the importance of every kick. Ball broken down, Westport win it, and it's touching the ground, and I thought that was harsh. I thought it fell into his hand more than he picked it off. Ball played in quickly. Crossmolina aren't hanging around, and it's the far side of the field, worked inside there to Dean throws it back to Clancy. He throws it back there to Dylan Flynn. Dylan's going to line up. He lines up a big one. It's outside 40 yards, and it's very similar to the first. It's a 2-pointer.
What a game, as you say, very similar to the first one. And like with the disappointment with the left footed one when he was inside, to have the confidence to go and do that again. To
have it from 40 yards out, to have the confidence to go again. That's the captain's role there. Duggan kicks it out. It's low. It's intercepted by Dean. He takes it on. He's going to step inside his man, but he just slips at the wrong time, and coming at pace there is Kobe, like a rugby handoff, and he kicks it up and he kicks it over the bar.
That's a brilliant 30 or 40 seconds, 3 points. You know, a 2-pointer by Dylan Flynn. Then we turn over the free kick, kick out. Oisin Dean slips probably at the wrong time, but Kobe coming like a train, pops it over with the right foot.
Yeah, and I suppose it's just the boys have played with each other so long that Oisin was always going to look for a man if he got in trouble, and Kobe sensed that, and he just seemed to have 5 yards on his man.
Yeah, but you look on the flip side, it's happened to Westport a few times where players have slipped and Crossmolina have turned them over. Like, to have the presence of mind to turn, and Kobe coming like a train, great score for Crossmolina.
Ball outside this side of the field, it breaks down to the ground, but the Westport man has been pushed in the back, and I thought it was a free, and it is a free, and he should solo and goal, but the opportunity has gone. Westport give a short, and back there to MacDonald. MacDonald gives it to O'Toole, and Dawson, who flicks it on. And it's a bit of heavy tackling, and it's going to be a free here, 45 yards out against the sideline, and it's their sharpshooter Reen Durkin on it. He's a bit far from goal now. He pops it into the middle here to their centre back McGowan, and Westport are going to work it up around the outside. It's taken in there, 21 yards out. Lovely pop inside there to Reynolds, but a hand in there by, I think it was Oisin Dean. I'm not 100% sure who got that interception, but somehow Crossmolina give a free away.
You can see the frustration there from the Crossmolina lads. They worked so hard. Josh Moyes ran straight across the field to try and get a block, and Oisin Dean got a big hand in to stop the pass going through. And I don't know, was there a tug in a jersey or something very, very soft there that Kevin Kennelly seen, but like, that's a let off for Westport.
And that free, and it's a point by Westport, and it gets them into a scoreline of 216 to 110, which is 9 points in it. And
they're keeping the scoreboard ticking over though.
Yeah, and that's the sub that came in, number 70, Fionn Kenilsa.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
He was Mayo Minor. He was on the Mayo Minor panel this year, so you know, obviously he must have picked up an injury. He came in for Dawson at 11. It's not often you see 11 replaced, so yeah, the two of them may be carrying injuries, but he's a very, very good player.
And that's his first impact on the game. Ball broken down, broken to a Westport man who's pulled and dragged, and it's going to be a free. And Reynolds solos and goes. He's had a good game, Reynolds, up there to number 17, the Fionn. He throws it inside, and it's booted out, and it looks like it's going to be a 45 for Westport.
Again, great scramble defence by Crossmolina. The two boys in the middle, Dylan and Josh, working very, very hard to try and break up, and they're putting a lot of contact in around the middle. They're not letting Westport get through without having some contact or some sort of jostle for the ball. So look, Crossmolina is still working very, very hard, and they have to continue to do that to maintain that lead.
And I was talking to PJ Hughes beforehand. He was saying there's never much than 2 or 3 points between these teams, Michael. So we might have a grandstand finish yet. Back to Fionn, who's seen a lot of ball for a man who just came on as a sub. He brings it into a bit of tackle, but he surrounds his man, gives out this side of the field. Shot on there by Reen. He kings it up, and wow, what a score there by number 13, Reen. I think I have him down for 4 points, and he is their danger man.
Yeah, what a score off his left foot. And again, into that teeth of the breeze that we were talking about. We've seen how difficult it was for Crossmolina lads in the first half. But Westport are taking all their shots outside that 30 metre. Crossmolina are so well set up defensively. They're not letting anything inside the kind of 30 metres. And Westport are kicking not outside the 2 metres, the 2 mark. 2-point mark, yeah. Just inside that, which is the most difficult place that you want them to take those shots, because the difficulty is up there, and then it's only 1 point even if they get it over. But Westport, to their credit, have not gone away.
No, they're not gone away. It could be easy to hang their heads, and I think we were both surprised how far that ball travelled into that breeze. It just seemed to go on with that left foot ping. So anyways, Crossmolina, Gordetsky with the kick out. He kicks it out this side of the field. It's broken. Ball is in play. It's punched over the top to Joe Loftus. He's going to go down on this. He does. He gives it inside there to Oisin Dean. Oisin gives it to Ethan Riley. Ethan gives it back to Oisin out the far side of the field there, and it's a step inside there coming on as a sub. Crossmolina out this side of the field there to Dylan Flynn, and Dylan's got a lot of points. They need to push up on Dylan because he can have a shot from any distance at this moment. He's hot. Back there to Kobe launches a huge ball, and it looked good, but it's to the right and wide.
Yeah, it looks like Maloney that came on there. Sorry, we didn't see that substitution coming on for Crossmolina. A good look at, again, those shots, as long as they're going dead, again, as we were saying in the first half, they can step up on those kickouts. The kickouts are all going to contest. The boys are doing well in the middle, so we'll see here again now.
Ball out, broken, down to Westport man. Advantage, Durkin kicks it in, low, hard, out in front again is Westport, and they're moving well, so they're going through the gear, step inside there by Westport, and if they get a shot off here, it could be a point, but Crossmolina have their defence back, and they've turned them, but the shot has come off, and there's no way that's over the bar. Oh, what a score there, it's unbelievable. That's that man on again, Fionn Kenilsa. I'm not 100% on surname, but he has had some influence since he came on.
Yeah, as I said, like, he was in the old minor this year. You know, he obviously has a lot of quality. Obviously, he has picked up an injury or something where he didn't start, but he's had some impact coming in, and he's not afraid to shoot.
And we just take a break in play here. There's an injury down for a second to one of the Crossmolina players.
Yeah, like so. At the moment, Crossmolina just need to continue doing what they're doing. Look, very, very impressed with how well they're set up. And how comfortable they all are on the ball. You said it earlier on, Mike. They are very comfortable on the ball, and just shows the amount of coaching that's gone into them. Like, I know how much work Paddy Flynn has put into this team over the years, and I was insane.
Yeah, we don't. You know? There's a lot there of hands that helped out. We won't go through them all, but afterwards we hope to have a word with them, and. This is a culmination of a journey that a lot of the players went through, both in school football and outside school football. So the sub on there was Luke Maloney came in, and Crossmolina are back to 15, and injury cleared up, and it's going to be a kick out. And to clarify again, after that super score, one of the best of the game so far, by Fionn Kenilsa, the score is 216 to 112, so it's a 7-point game. Ball out. Broken. Everything's going to be broken today, but the breaking ball is won this time by Sean Heffernan, and he gives it there to Josh Miles, who couldn't really stop what he was doing, but did frontal charge. But it's a harsh free on Josh, and geez, as harsh as it was, I don't know if it's even a card. But Kennelly says we're gonna give you a card, and that's a tough one, Michael.
Yeah, that's like kind of seeing the ladies a bit. That frustrates the ladies football, where you can't go anywhere. The opposition player puts his hands out and you frontal charge them, like, but what can you do? You know, it's very, very harsh. It's a physical game, you know, especially in conditions like they are tonight. You're going to have those sort of tackles.
Ball in, Westport into the mixer, as I say, broken. And it's broken out to a Westport man, and can he get the shot off? It steps inside, and a lovely little bounce to free up him, but he couldn't get it off, and it's going to be recycled all around the D for Westport. And it's a little bit of an onslaught. It's a Westport purple patch with possession, and ball kicked out this side of the field to McDonald. McDonald has a swing at it. It's outside the boot. Goes to Holmes. Holmes puts it inside to Durkin there. Durkin plays. It's all Westport. They have an opportunity here to get a score, but it's amazing defence across Crossmolina. I don't know how they turned that out and blocked the shot. Westport have an opportunity, but it's a break at pace, and it's Kobe up the middle of the field. It's toe to hand. He's accelerating all the way, and he gives a lovely hand pass there to into Kane. Kane back, and it's interchanged, and it's volleyed on the line, and it's cleared off the line, and it was Dean who had that half shot volley, soccer style, and somehow it's end to end, and it's Westport breaking with the ball. And Michael, there was a goal chance on there, and I don't know how that didn't go into goal.
Yeah, you'd have the old school kind of saying, just put the ball over the bar, one takes two to beat, but like these young men are going for the throat, and they were right. Probably the goal chance was on to the 3 over, and now as long as Westport don't score here, that's it, the ball.
Durkin into Holmes, who gets a lovely quick hand, and it's a goal. What an interchange! And I tell you something, that was a super goal there. Ball played in, crossfield ball, and that's a sucker punch across Crossmolina, but credit has to be given to Westport.
Westport on that transition out, but like what we said earlier on about when the ball goes up, it has to go dead. You have to make Westport reset and then contest the kick out. If it doesn't go dead, Westport showed their strength there. The transition is very, very good. Once again with the hands, back post goal, coach is dreaming there, like how well that was.
And that was from one goal line to the other, and there's number 18 in with the ball, and a great win by Ross O'Connor, who came on as a sub there for Westport. He had a great pair of hands, he won the ball, but the ball is turned over there for Westport, and Crossmolina give it to Kobe. And Crossmolina now with all the to and fro, and they could do with a score just to settle the game down. We're 23 minutes into the second half, and it's 4 points in it. Ball played in there to Luke Williams. Luke was going to have a shot. There was a block on. All right, back to Kobe. Kobe will have a swing at it, and he does. Oh, it's just short, and he puts his hands in his head. He can't believe it because he thought the wind might carry it, but the wind seemed to drop for a second. Ball out, great kick out by Duggan. He made 50 yards there on the kick out. And his pull and drag, Kennelly has the hand up, and it's all Westport with the pace of this game. Into the mixer again to Holmes. Holmes wins it. He turns inside, left foot. Oh, what a score.
And we're talking about again there, Mike, when the ball's not going dead. Like, it's very unfortunate for Kobe. It's within his range, but keeper under the post caught it. Westport come back up again, quick transition, and that's 1-1 they've got off our turnover to the ball not going dead.
Yeah, and it's a super score there for Westport. Crossmolina had chances, both a goal chance and both a point, but didn't convert, and it's allowed Westport back into this game. Ball kicked out, won by Westport, up the middle there for Jack O'Malley. Jack has done well, he takes a high solo though, and Crossmolina gets the hand in, Heflin turns it over. It's a free. Solo and goal there, looks like Duffy. Gives it out this side to Joe Loftus, who's had a nice good game, so he has. He's done the right things when he's got it back to Kobe. Out there, I definitely think that's Dean on the ball there. The wind here is just unsure, and Dylan Flynn takes it up the middle, and he's a pull of the jersey. And again, Michael, it's going looking. He's the strength to hold the ball, but he always seems to get the free.
Yeah, but he goes into that way. As a coach would be saying, don't go into that middle. He goes into that middle, but as you say, he's strong enough to hold it off, and he's winning those frees just to settle the game down again. Kobe can put this down now, make sure it goes dead if he can, and it settles Crossmolina where they can set up and kind of press that kick out again, and that's very important, especially with the way the game had gone.
Kobe from the ground. Kicks it in, dangerous ball, punched out by the Westport player and the goalkeeper. And it's the Westport cornerback Tom who wins up the ball, and he's pressured in there. And not much of a good foul, as Michael says here, but it wasn't much of a contact for an easy foul too. Ball played in, and it's that's the difference of today. That ball is going to go to Westport, where it's going to hand Crossmolina. Ball, little pop pass in for a goal chance for Kobe. He spotted the run of Oisin Dean in there. But Westport come out with the ball, and that's a dangerous ball. They need to get out. This is the wing, and they do. And it's Westport's attack now. Oh, great strength. So the ball, he releases here to the wing. Number 10, Jack. Jack is bottled up. Jack bottled up. The sideline is animated now because the game is just seems to have opened up end to end. And one back there by Dylan Flynn. He kicks it back there to Sean Oak. Sean Oak will hold on to the ball. He takes it up the middle and he gives a good pass there to Clancy. Clancy out the far side of the field, and Crossmolina will build here. Working up the far side of the field is Crossmolina. He's driving on, and maybe he took too much out of it. There's the sub that came in, Luke Maloney. Ground opened up for him, but just took a little bit too much and ran away from him. And it's Westport with the ball now, and this is the dangerous ball in. One out in front there by Westport. That's Durkin. He turns his man. Well, it's not, it's the sub Fionn, sorry, same style. Oh, and there he is again, and lands a huge one. Fionn Canilsa in there, and it's a 3-point game, and he needs marking, Michael.
Yeah, like again, the hands, it's route one. Westport haven't changed their tactics from the first half. With the breeze or against the breeze, it doesn't matter. They're looking for that 30 or 40 yard kick pass into the full forward line, and why wouldn't they with talent like that inside? Like that is 3 tremendous. I think it's 3 that he's got.
Yeah, he's came on and he's contributed on kick-outs and everything, and he's done well since he came on. Ball out, Gordetsky. He finds a great kick-out, and it's a foul and a push in the back, and it's a win by Kobe. He's looking to offload this here to Joe Loftus, and Joe picks up the ball. And Crossmolina, from having a 9-point lead, I think at one stage, are down to 3 points, Michael.
Yeah, and they just, again, that was a very important catch by Kobe, and again Joe Loftus coming over here, just showing out for him to get that free. It's just about keeping possession now and getting the next goal for Crossmolina.
Ball out to Kobe. Kobe takes it up. He's about 30 yards out against the sideline and the stand. And it's a bit of recycling here out to Oisín Dean. And Oisín started the game so well. This half, everything was going through him, and we need him on the ball to make Crossmolina tick. Back out there to Sean Oak, who's popped his head into the half forward line. Back out there to Dean. Dean gives it inside there. That looks like Ethan Riley. Ethan throws it in there to Sean Oak. Sean Oak has a shot, and normally comes up, he seals the deal, but it just drops short into Duggan's hand. And this is where Westport are dangerous. Crossmolina up the field, and Westport can break.
Yeah, that's 3 into the keeper's hands now, and from 2 of those they've got 1-1. So just Crossmolina, if they have to foul, whatever they have to do to stop, there we go.
Yeah, Dylan Flynn was great, and Dylan on the ball, and it was a easy hand. He might have caught him, and I suppose Ross O'Connor, who came on, is trying to make an influence, and he was just a little bit too robust in that tackle there.
2 minutes of additional time there. Is that moment up?
So just there, no, there's a sub coming on here in the team. There's an injury to Dylan Flynn, and just to reflect on the score line, we're 25 minutes into the second half, and we're 22 points to 19. 3 points in it.
It just goes to show with the game, you're so enthralled in it, you don't even notice the time. The time is just flying with it. It's end-to-end stuff really, isn't it?
Yeah, the game has opened up, and it's kind of suited Westport a bit more in this open style than it has Crossmolina at the moment. Crossmolina are good in a structured sense. Back to Oisín Dean. Oisín has a right foot pop. It's a lovely score, and it's 3 or 4 points there for Oisín in this half.
And that's the partnership you were on about again, himself and Kobe. Like, they just kind of know each other. It's just that pop pass over the top from Kobe and a great finish by Oisín.
Duggan doesn't delay. He drives it out under the stand. Ball broken, big men go up and punch it. It was broken to a Westport man. It's all Westport now, and Crossmolina dispossession there, wasn't a foul. Kobe went get the hand in, the ball popped out and loose, and he gives it there to Moyes, who gives it inside to Crossmolina's defence, who are coming up the field now, out to Sean Oak. Sean Oak is Joe on his left, but he says to check inside, and I think this could be whole ball, Michael.
It's a bit early for that yet, is it?
Well, we're on our 28 minutes. There's 2 minutes left, and there's 2 minutes left, and there's 2 points in it. So there's a whole ball is a long way out, and there's a foul there, and I don't know if it's lucky or that Crossmolina got that free, because sometimes when they're playing, the referee can side with Westport, and it's a tackle again. It's the midfielder there, Michael McDonald, trying to chase the ball down, and he gets a card.
It looked like a foot trip. He's probably lucky there wasn't a blast, but as you were saying, it's imperative in Crossmolina to try and keep ball alright, but not in their own half or not in front of their own goal. If they can do it in the Westport half, it's much safer.
We're to 29 minutes here. It's the second half. It's a 2-point game. It's 2-16 to 2-14. Crossmolina ahead by 2 points. So it's in the mix. It can go any way because it's been end to end. Ball played on the far side, back into Kobe. Oisín Dean. Oisín has it. He gives the ball out here. Oisin always seems to be gliding around the pace. He never seems to be going 100 miles an hour somehow.
Sign of a good player, they always seem to have time.
Yeah, back out there to the sub that came on there for Crossmolina, which is number 19, Gary Knockton. Gary comes on and Dylan is doing the keep ball and Crossmolina go backwards and Westport, and Michael Moy is here breathing heavy beside me. And it's long loopy hand pass to get a man in trouble like that. Back to Sean Oak. Sean Oak does a nice keep ball, and Crossmolina are back in their own they're back in their own 21 and they need to get this ball out. And that's it, full time whistle for Crossmolina. Crossmolina have won the game, and they've won the game of 2-17 to 2-14. And Michael, it was a great game, and I think Crossmolina deserved it in the end.
Brilliant by Crossmolina. Look, 30 years since the last one. What I can remember, what I know, brilliant from Crossmolina. Really collective work from the team, and like everybody played their part in that. Like, you know, the team seemed to be very well set up, know what their role was, and stuck to the plan. In those conditions, that was a brilliant performance.
And I suppose it's well done to all the mentors and all the trainers that these footballers had over the years. And
we also need to give special attention to the parents. Most of the people bring the children to training, bring them home and get washed, jerseys, washing towels, cleaning boots, and bring them to the matches at home with them. And they have to listen to the Scott stories. I'd like to give a round of applause for all the parents for all the work that they do. Westport, you are the standard bearers of what Ulray football in the county should look like, and you are a fantastic ambassador of our sport. But unfortunately, the season belongs to Crossmolina Deelrovers. We also want to take you to our Christmas together. We want us to make Westport and the whole community. Thank you. I thank the referee, the officials, and the county board for looking after the game, and to both sets of coaches and club officials and supporters for everything they do for us in the players. In South Germany, and our proud second is open on behalf of Crossmolina.
there with Micheál Judge now. Micheál, your reaction to the match on Saturday night?
My reaction to the match on Saturday night started when I left the house here. I was a little bit nervous facing Westport again. I was in Perth early on in the year, thought we had a game on, and as everybody knows, we were beaten by a point or two. When we landed in Castlebar, I was still a bit doubtful, but seeing that Kobe was put off in Perth today, I thought, surely to God, we'd win by a few points. And I was on a high, to tell you the truth. There was tears of joy.
It was great.
And to see the amount of people, you'd hardly ever see them at a match. To drive down at the wall beside the pitch and to look up for the presentation and see people. There's new game going through now, and that's great. And
there's great support for the team.
New people coming out, and I couldn't even hardly name all the team at one stage, but I'm only now getting to know them, all the new lads coming around.
It's super. It's giving a great lift to everybody.
Oh, huge. Great lift for the coming this next weekend now again, to have a win behind you rather than a sad loss.
Thanks very much, Micheál.
So wish all them lads the best. Hopefully they'll continue on, maybe make up an under 20 team in a couple of months. It'll be better still to be going to Port Barker from Oak Cup, but anyway, bye for now.
Thanks a million, Micheál. It's PJ Hughes. PJ, your reaction to Crossmolina winning the 2025 Minor A county title?
This is a very significant title to win. We haven't too many of them, just 4, 84, 92, 93 and 2005, and it's the basis for your club going on senior football. A number of them on the senior team at the moment, but there'll be more of them coming up along the line, and it's great for the whole club and for the youth of the Bourne and Oak, and there's so much effort put into that, so it's great for all involved in that age group.
Thanks a million, PJ. Pádraig Whittaker. Pádraig was the captain of the 1993 minor team that lifted the trophy. Pádraig, just your reaction to Crossmolina Deelrovers winning the 2025 Minor A title last Saturday.
It's a great achievement for them guys, because they've been in Westport for the last 4 or 5 years, going up. The last Saturday night, the way they played last Saturday was unbelievable. Well deserved. It's a great achievement to win it. I moved back when we were playing 93 Greg up to us. You don't get too many county finals, and you do enjoy it.
Yeah.
And them lads enjoyed it last Saturday night.
Play great football.
Massive football. It was unbelievable football they played. The way you move from defence to attack very fast was an achievement to the management of the team that looked after for the last few years. It's well deserved.
And Pádraig, did you think it would take 32 years before somebody else would lift the trophy after you lifted it in 93?
No, I didn't. The amount of great football they've been through, they've never won.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, like the name, touch your fortunate lads there that could have won one and never did. I just couldn't believe how long it was. I was on the Shane Sweeney above in Casper last Saturday night. And he even couldn't believe it was that long that we won one. He thought we'd won one in the 90s or in the 2000s. I said, no, we haven't.
Yeah. Pádraig, thanks very much.
No problem.
In the Hager team, we're just chatting about the game on Saturday night. Martina, can you give me your reaction to Crossmolina lifting the 2025 Minor A title?
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic for the team and delighted for them. Like pretty much everyone in Crossmolina, we followed those guys since under 10, and they've been such a joy and a privilege to watch, and have grown into fine young men, but brilliant players on the pitch as well. So it's delighted. We've had Manny's the hard slog against Westport down over the years, so it was fantastic to get over the line for their last Bourne and Oak game for a lot of those guys.
Yeah, last Bourne and Oak game. Thanks very much, Martina.
You're welcome.
Chatting here with Matthew Gordeski here, and we're just chatting about the match. Matt, what did you think of the minor match on Saturday night?
It's absolutely brilliant match now, I have to say. The minors, they did a tough job of it, they did. So up by 9 points at one stage, then they came back to 2 points. Thought they were going to lose at the end there, to be honest, but luckily they got over the line, and it was a great match, yeah. Great atmosphere and great win for the lads.
Great win for the club. Matt, thanks very much for your message.
Bye-bye.
I'm here chatting with Oisin Sweeney and Paul Gardner, and we're just chatting after the match on Saturday. So I wonder, lads, what did you think of the match on Saturday night?
I thought it was good. It was a tense game, like it went down to the wire, and yeah, it was good.
They finally got over the line. What did you think,
The
Paul?
atmosphere was wild there.
Yeah,
Never seen anything like it. Miners.
it was good, wasn't it? And it was great for them to finally get over the line and have their the minor A championship, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How does it mean to you? Like, would you be trying to be there up at the steps collecting that cup?
Yeah. Hopefully we're there in a few years' time.
Yeah.
Gonna give us a boost as well. You know,
Did you?
The other teams winning.
Fair play to you, lads, and thanks very much. Your reaction to the 2025 minor A title win on Saturday night, please.
Fantastic. A great achievement for a great group of young fellas. It has been a long journey. We've had our ups and downs. I suppose success means different things to different people. So our aim all along was to create footballers for the club, and I think we have achieved that, in that I think probably 17 or 18 of them fellas have all played at adult football already this year. Like the ones that couldn't obviously were underage, but the rest of them have all appeared for either junior or senior, so that was success. For that group, the young fellas, I'm delighted for them. Probably won't mean as much to them right now, but when I look back on when we won it in 84, that puts you a year older than me, John, because I played again in 85.
Thanks, Peter.
We didn't probably appreciate it, but we do now. We look back on it with great fondness. They have put themselves into a very unique group, because that's our 4th county minor title. So there's probably 60 fellas in this club that actually have a county minor A medal, which is massive, and that's great for us as a club. We've been in all 10 finals from under 14 up. We haven't had success obviously in them all, but we have changed things. Like we brought in yourself after the under 16s, and that certainly was a big help. And then we brought in Mark Leonard the following year, and suddenly we're at the Holy Grail and we have won it.
And in fairness, there was 4 of you there from the very beginning. There was yourself, Joe, James McHale and Barry. So the foundation was in there.
But you still need to add it. We needed to add something different, and to be fair, you ask an awful lot of hard questions. I don't always like them, but you do ask them, and Mark then brought a different intensity, and he was a different voice, and he had a different way of training lads, and that was a success. And for James and Barry, we'll just talk.
Good evening. Here we have John Haverty, who was a selector with this year's winning minor team. John, could you give us your reaction to the year?
Yeah, thanks, Michael. Immense pride, first of all. Delighted to be asked in to work with a group of lads, and I got an awful lot out of it, and I hope I added to the group. We're a super group of lads. I assess them. Attitude, commitment and motivation is so important to be successful, and we totally bought into it, and we had great turnout for training, and as individuals we're super with their skills, as a team very good, and we made the club very, very proud. And it's super. We look at the board here, the history board that's just together, Michael, and there's only 4 minor A titles in the club, and the 4th one added. So people were saying it's a long time since you won the minor A, and I said no, it was Saturday night, and that's the way it is. So I'm delighted and so proud, and every day we'll count the champions for this year. So thank you.
Well done.
Here chatting with Joe Kane. Joe, your thoughts on the final Saturday night against Westport?
My thoughts are it was a brilliant victory. It was a victory built over years, to be honest with you. It was a long time in the making, and it was a very well deserved victory from a fine group of young men. We played into the breeze, played awful well in that first half, ended up 1-6-9, probably could have been a couple of points up at half time.
Yeah.
Probably just didn't finish well enough to be a couple of points up, but it gave us great confidence playing into the breeze, and we were level. And we kind of said at half time, don't die wondering, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And my God, they go for it in that third quarter.
Super.
We went out to 8-10 points up,
10,
and we looked to be, we looked like to be nearly cruising for home. And of course, there's always the sting in the tail with football, and they got their bit of momentum. They brought it back to 2, And it was difficult for us at that stage, but Oisin popped up there in the last minute or two with a score to make it 3, and there was a great sense of relief in, because kind of knew at that stage I think we were going to get over the line.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's great reward for a fabulous group of young men who have given massive service and have always turned up for the club and for this team. And they've had a few tough days in their young careers, but this was just reward for a massive effort over the last few years, and especially this year where a lot of fellas were doing dual things and they stayed with the minor through and through to the very end and saw it out. So delighted for everyone involved, especially the players, because they're the ones who delivered on the day and have put so much into it.
Yeah, it was a super win. Thanks very much, Joe.
Thank you.
We're chatting with Michael Hegarty, Secretary of the Crossmolina Deelrovers Club. Michael, your reaction to the 2025 Crossmolina Deelrovers winning the minor A county title?
Absolutely delighted. You know, when you put in the context of those young lads there, it's generational sort of stuff. So, you know, for the club to have won it 4 times, really is significant. Just talking about it with some of the lads there, it's actually, when you put it in context, it's for a club of our size, the achievement is so good. It's nearly harder than winning a senior title, and I'll explain myself that you have a combination of ages in a senior title and you develop and you get a chance to grow, but these lads just had one shot at it, and you know, they've had great support from their parents all the way through, and we saw the culmination of that on Saturday evening. I suppose from a club point of view, and go back, you get all the connections and building a culture in the club. So, like, I was lucky enough to be part of it in 1992. My brother was part of it in 1984. So I was under 10 that time, looking up to you, and I can only hope that these lads we have under 10s and under 8s out there looking up to these guys now. Just the facilities we put in, I've gone to Padder Flynn, and Padder mentioned that was the first bunch of under 8s that played on our AstroTurf. So they've grown up, they've played every winter, and that's another bonus to us, to people who work behind the scenes. It's a bonus to Club Crossmolina. That's where the finances go, that's where the supports go, and just another great day for the club, and hopefully we'll see many, many more.
Yeah, it really was super. I'm super proud of the guys. Thanks, Michael. Thank you. We're chatting with Frank Heffernan, a great supporter of the Crossmolina Deelrovers. Frank, the minors won the County A title on Saturday night. Just what's your reaction to the whole thing, please?
The best match ever I saw in minor. We were lucky to get over the line in the end.
Yeah. So our big foe Westport.
Pardon?
Our big foe Westport.
Say it again.
Our big foe Westport.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the lads played well.
Indeed.
You couldn't pick out anyone. And I thought Joe Kane done a mighty job on the line. All the men on the line done a mighty job.
We're chatting with Dylan Flynn, the captain of the minor team. Dylan, just your thoughts on the 2025 minor campaign.
Yeah, it was a good season for us. We started out strong after the league final. Unlucky against a strong Westport side. Last first game of the season, then the championship to a good ordinary side. Kind of regrouped then and got back on the wagon, got the focus right. Said we'd buy in now last season, underage for most of us, so we bought in and lads came training on time and got all the basics right, went from there, and we're lucky enough to get to a championship final then against Westport and got on the right side of it this time.
Yeah, overall it was a super performance, and a lot of the comments from the neutrals was one of the best games of football that they've seen at minor level. How did it feel on the pitch when you were playing?
Yeah, it was good. Everyone dug in. We came out, we played against strong breeze in the first half. We blitzed at the start of the second half and really put the foot in the neck, and it paid off. And we weren't where we wanted to be in the last 10 minutes, but we got over the line in the end, and that was kind of the main thing.
So Dylan, what does it feel like to be one of only 4 people in the club to lift the Jubilee Cup?
Yeah, look, I suppose I was the one who lifted it, but it was a team effort throughout the season, and without the lads, I wouldn't have been on the steps to receive the cup. So
that's right. So you go down now with Sean Miles, Paul McGuinness, Pádraig Whittaker, and you've added your name now, Dylan Flynn. Well done, Dylan.
Thanks very much, yeah.